Alright guys, this is the initial tutorial for how to get to Team Fusion, how to bookmark it, how to create your first assignment folder and your first assignment title for save your first object. So first off, I want to get to Autodesk. Hopefully some of you have already started bookmarking the Team Fusion page, but I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. This should all look familiar to pretty much everybody. Alright, now you may have had to sign in to get here, but I'm already signed in, so it took me here. I see my last name here, the Fusion F. I'm in the right place. This is the home page that you guys should all bookmark. Now, if you're using a different browser, your bookmarking process could look a little bit different. Maybe you have to right-click and click bookmark, but Google Chrome has this star. Now, this blue star tells me that I'm already bookmarked, so if I click that, I'm going to see an edit instead of a create, but it's going to look pretty much the same. Nice and easy, Fusion Team. You do not want a big long title because that will take up a huge portion of your bookmark bar. I like to put it in the bar because I use it all the time. If I got to the point where I wasn't using it as often, I could make a folder in my bookmark system and put it in there so it's accessible, but it doesn't have to be right on the top. But like I said, we're going to be using this a lot, so it'd probably be beneficial to put it right on the top somewhere. Now, just to double check that, if I open up a new Google page, I see that Fusion Team is right here, and it takes me straight into that Fusion Team homepage. Very nice, save you some time. To create a project folder for our first assignment problem set and for those thereafter, I want you guys to create a project. This is essentially creating a project folder. So I would say reference the Google Classroom assignments and name it the same thing so that it's an apples and apples. It's not you deciphering later, oh, which assignment is this? So CAD problem set number 1, and there will be more beyond that as well. That's a perfect name that will match Google Classroom. Very easy. Leave the project type as closed. You can invite me to grade your objects, but you don't want people just stumbling on and accessing your work. All right. I actually already had one there, so there might be 2 of them. No big deal. Oops. All right. If I click this home button, it always takes me back to that home page. All right, so I have CAD problem set number 1. Now, if I mess something up and I have 2 of these, which I don't need, I can go over here, just click archive. There's not really a delete. It just puts it kind of in the cloud so that you can access it, but it's not going to be right here on your home page. So I'm going to open this project folder, and I don't have anything here because I haven't uploaded anything. I haven't created anything. So let's look at how to create a file in here. I'm going to go to New. Now I can organize with subfolders, but you won't really have to do that in my class. We're pretty much as organized as we need to be right now. Now if you get to the point where you're doing multiples of each of the objects because you're getting a little bit better, maybe you archive some of your older stuff in a folder. I mean, you could just delete it, but if you want to keep it around, archive it in a folder. But we're going to be concerned with creating new files. So let's go to Fusion 360 Design. This is how we're going to access the web-based CAD program. And it's asking me for my credentials again, which it does all the time. And you're going to see the CAD program pop up. Now, it may take a few minutes to load depending on your connection. Sometimes a day, honestly, it takes longer than others just because I think of how many people are on. Now, what we see is a simplified version of Fusion 360. And we will see if they add more functionality to it, but right now all we have is model, but that's going to be fine for our purposes. Now, it's a really good habit to save very regularly and to save at the very beginning of what you're working on. So I'm going to go File, Save, and the recording convention, or the convention I want you to do for naming objects is to take the name I gave you, which is object number 1 and 2, 3 to 10, underscore, and this is where it's going to be unique to you. You're going to put your last name, comma, first name, and the 4 digits of your school ID. This is also the same beginning of your student email to make it really easy on you. Click Save, and now you're done.